Steve, a huge game ahead. Just how tough a game will this be against Ukraine?
It's going to be a difficult one. Obviously, you've got all the extenuating circumstances around it, but the actual game itself on the pitch, 11v11, is going to be a difficult game. I've got a lot of time for Ukraine. I've obviously spent a long time watching them, assessing them, looking at their strengths, what they've got in their team, and they have a lot of good players, well organised. The coach, Petrikov, came in after Shevchenko. He's tweaked them slightly, he's changed it one or two little bits, but their main threats are still their main threats, and we'll have to be at our best to win this game.
You mentioned the circumstances with Ukraine. The fact that they want to play this game and are playing in this game, is that symbolic enough that one, it should be going ahead because they want to play it, and two, they're showing themselves that they're not going to be stopped, they're going to play in an international sporting arena?
Yeah, I think so. I think that was really important. We said right from the start that we would be guided by what Ukraine wanted to do. I said right at the start that I hope the game goes ahead in June, because that should be an indication that the situation's improved. The situation hasn't improved. The situation, if anything, is worse, and it's a horrible thing to think about, and a situation to be in this day and age in Europe. But it's where we are, and the Ukrainians have decided that they want to play. They want to try and give their country a lift by their football team performing well. They want to go to the World Cup. But it's a game of football. We want to go to the World Cup too. We've waited a long time to be in this position. The players, our players, the Scottish players, are desperate to go to Qatar 2022.
The fans know that. Maybe the sports media, we know that as well. But obviously there's a noise from outside, and understandable given when you see the scenes going on. But do you have to make sure you get that message across to your players as well, that it might sound callous or it might be difficult given what's going on, but on the grass it's a game of football?
No, we accept that it's a game of football. Ukraine have done wonders really to get their team here, to get their team on the pitch at Hampden, and we look forward to a really good game of football. The situation outside of that we can't control, so like I say, hopefully a good game, two good teams playing on the pitch, and for us we hope the right result.
Do you have to deal with that, dealing with the emotion on the field, because they'll have maybe an extra motivation or an incentive as well, that they're obviously playing for their country with what's going on, and Scotland have to match that and take care of that?
I'm not sure. Look, I don't think they'll be determined to do well for their country, but our boys are equally as determined. I don't think the motivation factor is, both teams will be equally motivated.
Having Andy Robertson back now, integrated with the team, Scott McKenna as well, how beneficial is that going to be to have your captain here ready for the last bits of preparation?
Yeah, it was very important. It was really important. Obviously Liverpool had a great season, and they probably, when they finished the last game against Real Madrid, it probably didn't feel like they had a great season. But they had a really good day out with their fans in Liverpool. Some good images of Andy relaxing and enjoying himself. I think was important for him to do that. Was important for him to enjoy it. Now he's back up here and he's ready to go for probably the biggest game of his captaincy.
Yeah, people might have made the most of that. Is that key, to see that switch off? So
yeah, but that's people who don't understand professional sport and how you have to deal with situations and how you have to move on to the next game, and that's where Andy is.
So key in the last playoffs, penalties. How much have you been practising this time around, just in case?
The same as we did the last time. After every in this camp, after every training session, we take one penalty. We prepare just as we've always prepared, and if it goes to penalties, then hopefully we can get the same outcome.
Can you cope with the nerves better this time around, given you've been through it already?
No, it'll be exactly the same as the last time. nervous and want to look away, but knowing that you can't look away, and trust your players.